things are about to change in a major way for Jade Cargill and her fans. And in this video, I'm going to break down everything you need to know about what's coming next. If you're a Jade Cargill fan, trust me, you don't want to miss this update. The buzz around her potential return to WWE television has been building, and when I saw this news, I got genuinely excited for what's ahead. Jade Cargill has been off WWE TV since the November 22nd episode of SmackDown, but she's been hard at work behind the scenes, training, and inching closer to a massive return. Now, if you recall, on that November 22nd episode of SmackDown, Jade was attacked by a mystery assailant in a shocking angle that left us all asking, what just happened? WWE sold it as an injury angle, and at the time, we all assumed that this would result in a lengthy absence from TV, likely lasting several months due to a legitimate injury. However, things quickly became complicated when a conflicting report came from PW Insider, casting doubt on whether Jade was actually injured or if it was all part of a larger storyline. But here's where it gets interesting. Over the last month and a half, Jade Cargill has been actively training at the WWE Performance Center, which suggests she's preparing for a return sooner rather than later. But here's the real question: why would it take someone like Jade, who is a top-tier talent, a full month and a half to get back in ring shape if she wasn't injured? Doesn't quite add up, right? It makes more sense to me that she was indeed injured, but now she's pushing to get back to TV, and WWE is clearly preparing for her big return. In today's video, I'll explain why things are about to get very exciting for Jade Cargill fans. WWE needs her back in the mix. And here's why her return is not just a major boost of star power but also critical to wrapping up a multi-month storyline with her mystery attacker. And let's not forget about Naomi and Bianca Belair, whose involvement in this storyline is going to be key as we head into major WWE events. Let's dive in and break everything down. First things first, let's recap what happened on that SmackDown episode back in November. Jade Cargill was involved in a shocking angle where a mystery attacker ambushed her. This angle was designed to write Jade off of television, and it was executed in such a way that we all believed she'd be out for a while due to injury. WWE did a good job of selling the angle, with the idea that Jade had suffered a significant injury at the hands of this unknown attacker. The mystery surrounding her absence had fans questioning what was really going on. Originally, we were led to believe that this would be a legitimate injury, and Jade would need several months off. The thought was that she might be out for at least 3 months, which lined up with the usual recovery time for serious injuries in wrestling. But as the weeks went by, there were conflicting reports about whether Jade was actually injured or whether the attack was just part of the storyline. That's where things got tricky, and WWE's creative direction became a bit unclear. Despite all the questions, one thing is for certain: Jade Cargill hasn't been completely absent from WWE's plans. PW Insider recently reported that WWE has been preparing for her return, and the belief is that creative plans for her return are being finalized soon. So what does this mean? Well, it means that things are about to get very interesting as we move forward, especially as WWE starts to ramp up the storyline and reveal key details. One of the most exciting updates to come out recently is that Jade Cargill has been actively training at the WWE Performance Center over the past month and a half. This is huge news because it indicates that Jade is getting back in shape for her eventual return to TV. But there's one thing I can't shake: if Jade were never really injured, why would it take her a month and a half to get back into ring shape? Usually, when someone takes time off, it's because they need to recover from an injury or other personal matter. If Jade was never hurt, wouldn't she have been ready to return sooner? It's tough to say for sure, but the timeline here suggests that WWE used the injury angle to cover up a legitimate injury, allowing her the time she needed to recover and get back into peak physical condition. Another important factor is that Jade's return is going to coincide with a critical time for WWE, and they need her more than ever. As we head into WrestleMania season, WWE has been stacking up its roster, preparing for major storylines that will carry them through the biggest event of the year. Jade Cargill's return couldn't come at a better time, as WWE looks to keep their momentum going and bring in fresh faces to elevate their shows. When Jade Cargill returns to WWE, it's not just about adding star power, it's about solidifying the ongoing storylines and setting the stage for her to make a lasting impact. Now, let's dive into the story behind the mystery attacker. For months, WWE has been teasing that Naomi might be the person who attacked Jade Cargill. This has added a whole new layer of intrigue to the situation, as fans have speculated on Naomi's role in the attack and how it fits into her current storyline with Bianca Belair. There have been several segments on SmackDown and Raw where WWE has dropped subtle hints about Naomi's involvement in this mystery. Recently, Nick Aldis, the SmackDown GM, aired security footage showing Jade being loaded into an ambulance after the attack. The footage revealed that Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez were lurking around the scene, and they seemed to be involved in the mystery in some way. This angle sets up a future confrontation between Naomi, Bianca Belair, Liv, and Raquel, and it has the potential to lead to a major championship match down the line. But here's where things get really interesting. How long can WWE continue to drag the storyline out? With WrestleMania right around the corner, it's becoming increasingly difficult for WWE to stretch out this mystery much longer. Fans are eager for answers, and it's clear that Naomi's involvement will play a huge role in how this all plays out. Will Naomi be revealed as the attacker at WrestleMania, or will WWE continue to build the tension for a few more months? Speaking of WrestleMania, let's talk about what's coming up in the immediate future for WWE and how Jade Cargill's return will fit into the grand scheme of things. The Elimination Chamber match is just around the corner, and we already know that Bianca Belair and Naomi are both scheduled to compete. The winner of the match will go on to face Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania. Now, with all due respect to both Bianca and Naomi, the likelihood of either of them winning the Elimination Chamber match seems slim. If Jade Cargill were to return before the event, it would complicate the storylines. How could WWE have Jade return and immediately get involved in the championship picture when both Bianca and Naomi are already part of a major match? It could lead to conflicting storylines, and WWE is unlikely to risk confusing fans with too many moving parts. Therefore, it seems that Jade's return will come after Elimination Chamber, perhaps as early as Raw on March 3rd or SmackDown on March 7th. Once Jade returns, expect her to immediately become part of the Naomi/Bianca storyline, possibly as the main antagonist who has been pulling the strings all along. This would also set up a huge potential match for WrestleMania, with Naomi and Jade Cargill finally facing off in a one-on-one contest, with all the drama and tension leading up to it. Now, here's a question I'm sure many of you have been wondering. What about Bianca Belair? Bianca is undoubtedly one of WWE's biggest stars, and there's no way she's not going to be on the WrestleMania card. The challenge WWE faces is how to incorporate her into a storyline with Jade Cargill, while also giving her the spotlight she deserves. It's possible that Bianca could be involved in some sort of special role, such as being a guest referee in a Naomi vs. Jade Cargill match, or perhaps even helping to set up a tag team match. Given the star power of both Jade and Bianca, WWE could make this a high-profile match that could lead to a potential tag team championship run for the two of them in the future. However, WWE can't afford to overshadow either Naomi or Bianca's WrestleMania match, so the timing of Jade's return will need to be carefully managed to make sure all the pieces fit together seamlessly. WWE's booking team will likely make sure Bianca has her moment, and Jade's storyline will come to a head after the Elimination Chamber match to set the stage for WrestleMania. Things are definitely heating up in WWE as we head into the WrestleMania season, and Jade Cargill's return is a key part of what's coming next. With Naomi and Bianca Belair involved in this intriguing mystery storyline, and Jade Cargill on the verge of making her long-awaited return, WWE is gearing up for some major drama. The timing of Jade's return is crucial, and while we may not see her at Elimination Chamber, expect her to be a key figure in the weeks leading up to WrestleMania. Let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen with Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Bianca Belair. How do you see this storyline playing out? Will Naomi be revealed as the attacker? And how will Jade's return shake up the WrestleMania card? I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.